Welcome back, I'm the Watch Nerd. On today's video, we're going to be going over an oyster quartz from the 17,000s collection. So that's the reference number. This one is dated 1980. It ran for a substantial amount of time, but very few were actually made. They say approximately on the online forums, it is around 25,000. So it ran for about 25 years, 1,000 a year. That includes the Cellini line, which is the dress line, and they have some quartz options, but I prefer the Datejust and the Day Date line of the quartz. I actually have made a video on the solid gold, a factory diamond bezel and face in my watch Rolex video, so please go check out those videos. It's really cool of this quartz, and this is extremely rare. This is a little more common, but still pretty hard to find and getting harder, and we'll talk about the evolution of the quartz line and how people perceived it from then till now. I also want to keep mentioning the Chanel giveaway. If we reach 1,000 subscribers and Diamonds and Beyond USA reaches 1,000 followers, I can give this enamel Chanel chain to you. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, I will send it to you, so I'm very excited to do that. Let's reach 1,000 subscribers. Without further ado, let's flip the camera around and I'll head into this quartz. First, turning yourselves around, let me do a quick drum roll and then unbox this amazing watch. There we go. That's the actual service guarantee here. It was serviced by Rolex. There we go. So this is the Rolex Oysterquartz 17,000 line. This is a blue dial, full stainless steel. Now, there are different versions. There's actually one with the fluted bezel, which personally is extremely not my taste. This is, I like the full steel, the full, of course, high polish finish. This watch, I think, suffers when they make it two-tone, in my opinion, just because this is meant for a steel watch. I think it's okay full gold because of that. It's a different, of course, bracelet, and they make it very, very nice, very classy, especially this version with the pyramid. But I think it's either full steel or full gold. I'm like that in a lot of watches, but I think it can work on the regular Datejust two-tone. Just in this one doesn't appeal to me, but I would love to know your opinions down in the comments below. Do you like this actual watch in two-toned, or do you prefer it full steel like I do? So now let's talk a little bit about the oyster quartz. As I mentioned, about 25,000 were made, very few were in each section, and this is one of the the ones that didn't sell. So Rolex didn't really sell these so fast. They weren't the hottest items at the time. And now, of course, we know they're actually getting more collectible by the minute. Yes, they are quartz, right? You see that tick. But if you know the story behind the tick, it really does enhance your learning, I should say. And it really enhances your experience, because this is not some ordinary tick. There's a motor inside. There's mechanical parts. And I'm going to pop up a picture of the oyster quartz movement. It is unbelievable. And they keep it in that full, it's not displayed, it's all the steel there, it's under the steel. But yes, it is really a magnificent piece. It really is in the movement. So a lot of people's gripe with quartz watches is they have no jewels or nothing, but this is completely not that era. It's completely has everything in there. The jewels it's very, very high end. Other negatives about this watch, well, that people perceived at the time, I should say. Now, actually, most of them turned into positives. Yes, it is a different case. It's special towards this. It's very Genta inspired, as you can tell. Drilled locals, I'm very happy to see that on this watch, because it's like an integrated, as you can see, it's all integrated. Also, with this one, there's no drilled locals because it's day date, but I mentioned that because both of them do have the ability to take this bracelet off, and that's something that of course, AP Royal Oak and of course APs don't, they're integrated. You're with that bracelet, you would not take that off. But with this, you can actually have the option of that. Other good things that I like about this watch is, yes, it is quartz. I think if a collector has multiple Rolexes and he has to wind them up, he has to shake them, you know, he has to keep them wound up to keep good time, then maybe, you know, he doesn't wear them enough, right? With this is like a good third Rolex, or even first, because if you don't want the headache of actually wearing your watch every day or winding it every day, which a lot of people would wear their watch every day, just if you're a traveler and you can't be doing that, you just can't have that in your hand all the time, this is a great piece, because you can leave this for what, 2 years, you know, and come back, and if the battery is not dead, it's still ticking perfectly. Yes, there's a battery inside, of course, it's quartz, you know, it's not all mechanical. Now, Grand Seiko actually found out a way to do that, but that's a lot further in the future. This is 1980 we're talking about, so it's really, really cool to see that. Now we have indices all the way around with the crown, very traditional layout on the face here. Really, really nice tick. I like seeing it tick on a Rolex, because most people will think it's a fake, or just they don't know the story behind oyster quartz. And being limited is also a good feature. We do have quick set, as you can see down there. It's now, you know, going through all the days. It's always a great feature on Rolexes. And then, of course, we have hacking. If I pull it out to the third setting, very distinct crown settings, as you can see, very smooth and just amazing, amazing, amazing. As always, the 36 millimeter case, I should say, wears bigger. I'm going to put it on the wrist. We're going to take this day date off real quick. If you want to see more wrist presence of this day date, I would go recommend watching my other review on this. I didn't see any other actual reviews on this amazing day date right there, so I think I'm the only one who actually had a chance to do that, and I'm very fortunate to do that. As you can see, Rolex press clasp. At this era, of course, it's press clasp. Look at that. Very, very nice on the wrist. It's great wrist presence. It's light too, because this is before 904. So I think 316 is a little bit lighter. There's of course a difference between both of them, right? The 904 is more corrosion resistance, but it does scratch easier. And 316 doesn't scratch as easy, but of course it is more prone to corrosion. And that's, I believe, why Rolex really changed it, because of the corroding nature of 316. But still very, very nice. This is a great daily wear. I recommend this as a, you know, daily wear, or you want to put it on once in a while, just because it is quartz and it's so nice to be quartz. It really is. So tell me, do you like the Oyster Quartz line? Do you think, I think it's personally, now I don't know with Rolex, but I personally think it's a good investment. All Rolexes are, you know, good investments, in my opinion, the sport models. Now, remember I said sport models, because of course the dress line is not so much. And Datejust, if you buy two-tone, it's not, you know, that much. But all Rolexes, you're investing in the brand name. I personally don't believe in having investment watches, but this is one of the best, because you can actually wear it and enjoy it and like it a lot. So I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.